nation and the people, the sound of Monrovia, where the heart of liberty lives. The music, the news, the education. And don't you miss the entertainment from the sky. The station that makes you feel alive. Tune in and enjoy the ride. The unbeatable station. Tune into the station that makes you smile and enjoy the fun. Don't you miss the best entertainment from the sky. Your life, your music. Listen to the latest hits and stay with us for a while. The voice of the nation and the people, the sound of Monrovia, where the heart of liberty lives. The music, the news, the education. And don't you miss the entertainment from the sky. The station that makes you feel alive. Tune in and enjoy the ride. The unbeatable station. The unbeatable station. Sky FM 107.1 is hot on the airwaves. To the station that makes you smile and enjoy the fun. Don't you miss the best entertainment from the sky. Your life, your music. Listen to the latest hits and stay with us for a while. The voice of the nation and the people, the sound of Monrovia, where the heart of liberty lives.
Simply because you don't want to look me in the eye, you're afraid of me, or you're afraid I will do something. I have already committed. I will recuse myself. And I can stay here publicly and say, so help me God, I will recuse myself. The minute that complaint is constitutionally lodged. So those who, every day they stand there, August have to say, the speaker coming resign. We call a press conference. I know the speaker coming resign, the speaker coming resign. Resignation is an option. It's a voluntary act of mine.
The constitutional requirement set up by the court, the whole session, the constitution consistent with laws of the country, and the use of federal resources. That the budget process was legally carried out by the majority of members, provided the same scandal laid over the Supreme Court, the plead with you, the citizens, everybody, that will be the law. The constitutional requirement.
In order to help all of troops to learn to serve on the chairperson for rules in order. We will have Honorable Prince Women of Buckington River serve the place of Global Leader on the Provincial Public Account. To Honorable Prince Women will serve as co-chairperson on public accounts. And they will serve as the
Either wants to come to me and help me because he's my little brother. I'm the former president of the Republic of Liberia. So who's supposed to come and when I came out of the car, he's going to come to me and help me, chest to chest, but he's still far away from me showing your hand. But I just bow to him. He's the vice president. So I don't think anything wrong with that. But our society here, people say anything they want to say. So I don't think it's an issue. Like one push me and tell people no. Either wants to come to me and help me because he's my little brother. I'm the former president of the Republic of Liberia. So who's supposed to come and when I came out of the car, he's going to come to me and help me, chest to chest, but he's still far away from me showing your hand. But I just bow to him. He's the the vice president. So I don't think anything wrong with that. But our society, people say anything they want to say. So I don't think it's an issue.
Leadership took a dramatic turn on Tuesday. President Joseph Boakai invited embattled Speaker J. Onati Kopa to a meeting and asked him to resign as Speaker. The president told the Justice Minister to recognize the majority bloc and their new Speaker, Richard Coon. The Liberia Front Page Africa publication reports that the Senate also recognized Coon as the new Speaker. Representative J. Marvin Cole is the chair of the Committee on Rules, Order, and Administration and a member of the minority bloc that supports the embattled Speaker Kofa. He tells me that Kofa is still the Speaker in line with the Constitution.
Allegedly, the President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Boakai Sr., did send Speaker Kofa an invite. He went there to have a conversation with him, and he told Speaker Kofa upfront that he was requesting him to step aside. And the Speaker felt that he was trying to rubber stamp the national legislature. He was trying to turn the country into a one-party state, and he decided to disengage from that conversation. Speaker Kofa is doing everything to hold the rule of law.
As things stand right now, Speaker Kofa doesn't still.
Wake up from your sleep. My sister, too long, we've been in our sleep.
Okay, so a pleasant morning and welcome to the program Sky Morning Live here on Sky 107.1 FM. Today, Thursday, so I take it from Thursday straight up to Friday. Mataya comes here Monday to Wednesday, and Thursday to Fridays. I'm here to bring it to you. Today is the 20th day of February 2025. Good morning and welcome. A lot of things unfolding in the country. In fact, yesterday was no exception. So we're going to talk about few here, not all. We don't have the luxury of time to talk about all, so we'll talk just few of them. And then open the lines, we'll have some discussion this morning. Yes, so good morning and welcome. My name is Julius Boki. I'm a regular producer. Of course, the Thursdays and Fridays presenter and producer. Yes, one thing I want you to have at the back of your minds is that every pot has a tap. Every pot has a tap. If you see a pot today in a kitchen, even though some pots that tap can lost, but that pot came with a tap. So there's a tap to every pot. Even if that pot is in a kitchen or in a house, and the tap is not seen, that doesn't suffice that the tap was not with it. So every pot you see today has a tap. I want you to think about that. It's an African proverb, but trust me, if you are wise enough and you know what I'm talking about, wise people will sit carefully this morning and start to think about what Julius is saying is true. Every pot has a tap. Anything you do today has a stopping point. Anything you say today has an effect. Be it positive or negative, there will be an effect. So it is good that we do things wisely. I'm leaving it at that. Taking a break to be right back. Okay, so welcome back to the program Sky Morning Live on Sky 107.1 FM. I know you're all thinking about it this morning. Every pot has a tap. I want you to take it like that, analyze it. Maybe you want to put in your own voice, you want to do it your own way in analyzing it, fine. Or you want to really get the concept of it. Meet wise people, they will tell you. But every pot has a tap. A long journey has an end. A long journey has a beginning and an end. No matter what you do on this song, there will be a trickle-down effect. Whether positive or negative, there will be a trickle-down effect. I'm just saying my own. Say your own. So welcome. Yes, thanks to Matala Bendi. I took over Monday and then yesterday. I'm here today and tomorrow. So that's how I'm going to be doing it until otherwise, somewhere, otherwise, if it was military, people will say until it's otherwise ordered. But we are working here with a very good administration, and they deem it necessary to have this time shared so that we have ample time to do our daily hustle. So welcome. A lot of things happening in the country, ranging from Capitol building, from Capitol building to even the communities. Yesterday we saw the police headquarters were crowded up because 2 CDC lawmakers were invited. They were persons of interest in the arson attack at Capitol building, so they were invited. So citizens converged, they went there to support, or some let's say to show solidarity. I saw the likes of Avi Wisi, I saw the likes of Eugene Nangbe, I saw the likes of Akaros Gray, and other people from district number 16 and 14 there to show solidarity to the lawmakers. Great. But would that solve the problem? Well, you can go there in your millions, what the law says and what the law says. They want one for interrogation, one for questioning, because they are persons of interest in the arson attack on the Capitol building. So yesterday I was watching it and I saw a lot of things. I said, wow, that's good. It's good to show solidarity, but would that stop the rule of law for functioning? That's a question. Anyway, this morning at 8 o'clock, I want to do it different on Thursdays and Fridays. I want to bring people, who are not just, are not used to the microphone, who always come in, on the microphone. They always call on their phones. And so I want to start this morning. So this morning I want to have, if all goes well, because he just spoke with me and said that local being very difficult. I said, but make your way and come. I don't want to call you, so you have to come. I want to talk to Adamso Isaac. He called himself the district number 10 governor. That's how he called himself, district number 10 governor. Adamso Isaac of district number 10, Montserrat County, precisely Oro. I called him to be my guest this morning. Let's discuss a wide range of issues. My view is a sedition. So we're going to be discussing that from 8 to 9 o'clock. And I hope you'll be here on time. But before then, we have a couple of things to talk about. The NEC boss was suspended a few weeks ago. And according to what we see on the Executive Mansion Facebook page, the suspension has been lifted by the president of Liberia. So I thought to go through that quickly before we go to our next issue, before we go to 8 o'clock. Let me read this. It says, this is born up in my water. For immediate release, President Bwakai lifts suspension of NEC chair, called for unity and cooperation in the commission's work. Thursday, February 20th, 2025. So, yes, the data here today were released 7 hours ago. So, it's Executive Mansion, Morovia, President Joseph Nyuma Bwakai Sr. has lifted the suspension of Madam Deviata Brown Lansana as chairperson of the National Elections Commission, NEC, with immediate effect. The decision was reached following a high-level meeting on Wednesday, February 18, 2025, at the Executive Mansion, attended by the NEC Board of Commissioners, the ECOWAS Ambassador to Liberia, and senior officials of the Ministry of State and Presidential Affairs. The reinstatement of the chairperson Lansana comes after a series of extensive discussions among NEC commissioners and senior advisors to the president, leading to an agreement on enhanced cooperation among the commissioners and the revisal of the dismissal actions previously taken against certain NEC employees. In reinstating Chairperson Lansana, President Joseph Boakai emphasized the importance of unity and professionalism within the NEC. He urged the commissioners to foster closer collaboration and avoid any perception of internal discord within an institution that holds significant public trust. The president further called for renewed effort to restore harmony between the commissioner's leadership and its staff. In addition, President Boakai has agreed to meet with the leadership of the NEC aggrieved workers at a future date to address concerns raised in a petition submitted to his office following a demonstration in December 2024. He encouraged NEC employees to continue supporting the Commission's work while maintaining peace and cooperative approach. With this resolution, President Boakai expressed hope that the uncertainty surrounding the NEC has been addressed, clearing the way for a smooth conduct of the upcoming Nimba County by-election to fill the vacancy left as a result of the passing of Senator Prince Yomi Johnson. The president reiterates his unwavering commitment to upholding the integrity of the NEC and ensuring the credibility of Liberia's democratic process. Signed, Anthony Kula Bunayan Fofana, Presidential Press Secretary. So that's it. So there was a hula baloo between the commissioners there. And the NEC boss, once upon a time, took upon radio and said a lot of things about what unfolding at the commission, particularly with her colleagues. And some employees were suspended at the point where we saw employees of the NEC taking instruments at the NEC office. And you saw some of them with drums, playing drums, and I mean, more likely they want to disturb the whole office. But now the president is saying that after meeting, and it's clear, the president is clear here. The president said he met with the Board of Commissioners from the NEC and the ECOWAS, ECOWAS leadership, the ECOWAS ambassador to Liberia, and senior officials of the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. So I believe that was a very close meeting. And in that meeting, I believe, because if the president can have a meeting with the Board of Commissioners of the NEC, including ECOWAS ambassador to Liberia and senior officials of the Ministry of State and Presidential Affairs, that means that issue is resolved. So any rift between the commissioners or among the commissioners by now should be settled, and they should start to think about a by-election that is pending in Nimba County. Everybody thought that Commissioner David Brown Lansana will not return because the president has a tendency of suspending, and if you are not careful, you will not come back. A few days ago, we heard about the return of LRL boss, what is his name, the former senator of Lofa County. Oh, why am I forgetting my uncle name? I forgot his name. What's his name? I don't know why it's confirmed. I didn't see that on the Executive Mansion website or Facebook page. I only saw in newspapers. So that's a good one. My Lansana, welcome back. Make sure you and your co-workers, your co-commissioners work in unison. And make sure there's understanding. You as a commissioner, the head of the commissioners, you need to take a leadership role to bring back, your commissioners to where you were before this whole thing happened. Reconciliation, unison, and everything. Cooperation should be the hallmark of the day. And to the workers, the president say he will meet you. Not petition the president. So he say at a later date, he will meet you guys. He will discuss whatever thing was embedded in the petition. Now, before we go to the VOA, yesterday something happened that I think some of the motorcyclists, they are taking a law into their hands. And I told someone yesterday, I said, look, the government of Liberia already want to remove motorcycles from the street. So they started with the issue of bike registration. Register your bike, insure it, make sure you're wearing your reflected jackets, make sure your helmets are there, the passengers are wearing their helmets as well. So some motorcyclists who know that riding bike is their source of income, that's where they get money from to feed their families, they did not relent. Some of them immediately went and registered their bike, make sure they insure their bike, they have their jackets and their helmets. But sometimes these guys behave like, I don't know how to classify it, they behave like they don't come from homes. Aside from what obtained yesterday, at a normal time, the moment a motorcyclist have an issue with another person, all of them will just go there to cause problem. I don't know whether that is adultery or that is what they've been trained to do, that when one is touched, it means that you've touched all, for which they will take the laws into their hands. Yesterday, what happened in Vital was something that could be controlled. All of a sudden, that is spread. Motorcyclists started to attack checkpoints around the city. As far, just imagine from Vital, it went as far as Pinsville. Are you kidding me? It went as far as Pinsville, destroying police checkpoints. And so the police had no alternative. The police had no alternative but to start to arrest bikes and take the bikes to to impound the bikes. You can't be a motorcyclist who think that you are fighting to get bread and butter on the table of your family and you are involved with hooliganism. I'll let you say BB voice. I'll be voice, man. But sometimes it's good to use this voice. What happened yesterday was complete lawlessness for the motorcyclist. Now it is affecting them, and some people who were not even part of them have been affected. This morning normally when I come in the morning, early morning, I got my bike boy, I call him and he come and pick me up to drop me in front of my office. In front of my office. So I call him this morning. He said, Babi, do I look at it? We're not reading down. I said, but what do you mean? He said, the police put them running behind because of how many days yesterday. I really didn't take notice. So I said, let's try and see. So we started coming. Before I noticed, bam. Go to Jalata, the checkpoint there. People started impounding bikes. So we didn't be closer to the bus and hold your helmet and go back here. I said, hold your helmet and go back. Because they think I want to program to seize the bike, so go back. Yesterday, I saw people, bikes were parked. Even people with their private bikes. Someone went to LEC and the bike is still the whole day, because of the attitude of those few guys who always have that rebellious behavior in them. So if you have a private bike now, you're moving the season it. This morning I got in town because I had to walk from the Janata checkpoint all the way up the hill to get keke. When I got the keke, I got down around Benson and Randall, trying to get a bike to come at my office here. The bike boy that brought me was afraid. So I said, what happened? He said, man, the police go around to seize our bikes. So luckily he dropped me, I paid him off, he left. So I met one of my friends right in front of the building. He said, man, police passing my eyes, we're chasing motorbike riders. So you see what you've caused for yourself? You see what you've done for yourself? Now to see motorbikes in the city now will be difficult, even on the main road. If you don't take care of it, even go in the communities, you think to start packing you up because few persons took the laws into their hands. Somebody say, oh, that the police man stopped the motorbike ball, and when the truck was coming, he just left and let the motorbike ball there. Does that mean you should take the law in your hands? Does that mean you should go and destroy checkpoints? Does that mean you should go and start to fight police? You don't even get power over the police. The police get power over kind of any over you. They both get armed, they get batu, they get pepper spray. What you get? You ain't get nothing. You see, you can't do that. You can't be a motorcyclist who think that you're finding food for your family and get involved into those kind of a rebel behavior. That's why I said the last time, this country, we need more to do this country because the young people are too much rebellious. You see a young man passing today, that young man not passing free, the man you don't get nervous, he's on his side. Some kind of weapon will have me. Some kind of weapon will have me. Some kind of weapon will have me. The moment that man a friend again, the small friend holding a weapon, or is that the kind of a librarian we want as a young people? So some of your friends that were not involved yesterday, all of them have been affected. All of them have been affected. Even with the riders, I can say, yeah, you were affected. Some of us like to get on bike to get up, let's say, move. I mean, for me, my movement around the city and even beyond is bike. And so, I mean, sometimes I wonder what these guys, they have a society that they go in and they'll decide, you know what I mean? And there's our constitution. When anything happens to our people that just join and they misbehave. The government already want to take you people from the street. And they started with a thing about registration. Some of your friends, they try hard to register their bike because they say, look, this is our source of survival. So we have to do what they hustle for man. They when they register their bike to transport, they when they insure their bike, they buy their helmets. Not just that, after buying the helmets, they record the reflector jackets. You get me? Then you go and take the law in your hand now police people all around the city now chasing you. Yeah. There are people who are not living in single. There are some Bible who live in Central Morovia who run to Eastern Morovia to get their money. They can't run. Even when they're running in peace, they're scared. So when sitting behind there now, you're scared because they're watching. They want to bring me the money. They're not watching. I said, my tell your turn, my man, the police chase, they go around. And today, when we got down, my white man says, oh, police patrol the money to pack bags. You see? Well, of course, not just for yourself. Anyway, let's take a break to join the VOA, and I will be right back.
I am VOA's Tommy McNeil with your worldwide news update. AP Washington correspondent Sandra Magani reports on a ramping up of rhetoric between President Donald Trump and his Ukrainian counterpart.
In a social media post, the president says Volodymyr Zelensky better move fast to negotiate an end to Russia's war with his nation, or he won't have a nation to lead. The president has suggested Ukraine started the war. just days shy of the Russian invasion's third anniversary.
This is disgusting.
Chuck Schumer and Democrats blasted the president's words,
Vladimir Putin.
as did Republicans like John Kennedy.
Vladimir Putin is a gangster.
The president's harsh words came after Zelensky said he was falling into a Russian disinformation trap, working to end the war on Russia's terms. Sagar Meghani, Washington.
European leaders warned that the outcome of ongoing peace talks between Moscow and Washington will have profound implications for the whole of Europe as Russia's war in Ukraine enters its fourth year.
Britain and France have already said they may be willing to contribute a peacekeeping force in Ukraine. It's estimated that would require at least 100,000 troops. There are deep concerns over the potential risks. The US Defense Secretary has said that European security will no longer be a priority, and Washington is demanding NATO allies increase their defense spending. Hard decisions with profound implications for Europe, says British Defense Secretary John Healey.
The decisions we make right now over the coming weeks will not only define the outcome of the conflict in Ukraine, but the security of our world for a generation to come.
Many in the region fear those decisions are being made by others, and Europe isn't in the room. Henry Ridgewell, VOA News.
This is VOA News. The Trump administration has designated 8 Latin American crime organizations as foreign terrorist organizations, upping its pressure on cartels operating in the U.S. and on anyone aiding them. The move carries out a January 20th executive order by President Donald Trump and names Venezuelan, El Salvadorian, and other cartels. The designation is being published in Thursday's edition of the Federal Register. The president has made securing the U.S.-Mexico border among his top priorities. Meanwhile, EP correspondent Hayapan Chwane reports on U.S. drones spotted in Mexico.
Mexico President Claudia Sheinbaum said that surveillance drone flights by the U.S. government over Mexico are in collaboration with and at the request of her government. The drones come amid pressure from the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump for Mexico to do more to stop the production of synthetic opioid fentanyl that is smuggled north to the United States. She says, every time there is a U.S. surveillance flight, it is at the Mexican government's request for collaboration and information to address security issues under collaboration protocols, mainly between the Mexican armed forces and different U.S. government institutions. I'm Hayapan Chwane.
AP correspondent Lawrence Brooks reports and claims that Pakistan wants to imminently remove Afghan refugees from the country.
The Afghan embassy in Islamabad has warned that Pakistan wants to remove all Afghan refugees from the country. They say the refugees face imminent expulsion. The latest development comes more than 2 weeks after Pakistan's government threatened to deport Afghan nationals living in the country illegally. The embassy has issued a strongly worded statement about Pakistan's plans. It says Afghan nationals in the capital and a nearby city have been subjected to arrests, searches, and orders from the police to leave and relocate to other parts of Pakistan. The statement added there was no formal announcement of Islamabad's plans, but claimed Pakistan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has a definitive plan to deport all Afghan refugees from the country in the near future. I'm Lawrence Brooks.
Italian Premier Giorgia Meloni has visited Pope Francis in the hospital and says he's alert and responsive and full of good humor despite his pneumonia. The Vatican said Francis's overall condition remained stationary, but that blood tests showed a slight improvement in key inflammation indices. The Vatican has said Francis, who had part of one lung removed as a young man, was up eating and had gotten out of bed after a tranquil night. A day after a test confirmed he had pneumonia in both lungs on top of asthmatic bronchitis. That wraps up this update, but the world and news never stop. For additional updates, visit our website at voanews.com. I'm Tommy McNeil, VOA News.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber. Stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta whip us some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people sue us. The people laugh us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us so. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They get lies, they get steal. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with their speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to be? See, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us so. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They get lies, they get steal, they go knock the government. No one to trust. My people don't want to hope on nobody. My hope that I have been broken. Telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they say they could afford? But they're too selfish. The people tired with their rhetoric. People tired, they tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time, but yeah, them instead they delay. People suffer. No work for people crying for hunger. Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation, they poor. You got nothing to show. Nothing. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us so. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They get lies, they get steal, they go knock the government. With the promises that led us to a lot of damages. With that speech they preach indeed. Okay, so the fine song right there by Takum J. This is a generational song. Government come, government go. This song will always reflect the reality. Good morning and welcome back. We are back on the show this morning. As I said, we're going to be doing it differently these days on Thursdays and Fridays. People who are normally not on the microphone will call them to talk to them. So this morning I decided to start out with this. A good friend and brother who I have not seen before. The first time, today is my first time seeing him, and he's here in studio to have a national discussion. He's nobody else. He called himself the governor of District Number 10. Adamso Isaac. Adamso Isaac normally call on the program. He called on 50-50. He called on Sky Morning Live. He called on our social discussion. Every program here, Adamso Isaac, who is District Number 10 governor, is here this morning. And we are grateful that he's here because he called me in the morning and said, my man, class seating. I said, don't come do that thing you do here. I said, don't do that thing you do here. Don't make sure you find car to come. So thanks for his own time. He came with 5 minutes to 8 o'clock, and I appreciate him for that. So folks, you can follow us on our Facebook page, Sky Communications Liberia. If you are there, you can also follow us there. You can also follow us on Liberia Public Radio, also on YouTube, Sky FM and TV on YouTube. We are also there. You can get us there. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let me say welcome to a good friend and brother, Adamso. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Julius. Let me say good morning to you, and let me say good morning to one of the veteran in the land, who having to be our father in the land, impressing of Mr. Jate. He has been one of the brain, in the media, and he one person who been around for quite a long time that have make impact in our that brain history. So I want to say good morning to his entire family. I want to say bravo to him for this unique station. It's my pleasure to be in your cozy studio this morning. I'm so impressed, and I want to say bravo to the entire team.
No more you wanna call, you called, this is also Isaac, the district number 10 governor. How do you feel this morning being here?
Well, I feel so happy and I'm impressed because when I enter your studio, when I got out of the compound here, what I saw, it impressed me a lot because these are some of the things because we travel out of the country and we've been to other media outlets and we have seen some of the things that we seeing here in your studio this morning. I'm so impressed, and I want to say bravo to the thing you guys are doing extremely well. And we are here because this is our country. Nowhere we can go. Even we leave this country, we just have to come back. Like, bro, it's all we have.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. When I called you late yesterday evening, you were skeptical a bit. I said, "Man, come."
I know, right?
So, why do you call yourself district number 10 governor?
Well, thank you. The name governor of district number 10 came about. When you have passion, I've been a former community leader. I was chairman for the community on the Oro called Nepetan community, where the block.
Okay, I know Nepetan.
Yeah, Nepetan community.
I want to stop the journal before I go in.
Yeah, the block A, where Mr. Yue have a party.
Yeah, headquarters.
Yeah, where the Koluba family lived there. So I've happened to be the chair for that block, and the young people of the block, and even the entire district for that matter. Our interaction with them and the way we relate to some of the forces in the district. So they just decided to say, but there's no need, because you see people who are called governor in other countries, and like Nigeria, some of the countries, there are people that have passion and how well you relate to the young people and some of your good deeds about life. Because if it's one person who relate to people, knowing the kind of mind you have for the young people and how well you relate to the older people for that matter, people take you to be someone that is people centered. You have that mind for passion to lead and have done some of the good things in our own district that the record is there. So they choose it, but this is the governor of district number 10. So the 32 community of district number 10, they can feel our impact. Our own leadership was not only centered around the Petan, our community, the Vatan community, it was centered around the 32 communities. Our president have been felt there. So that's about it,
So that's where he took that name from.
Yeah,
the governor.
Yeah.
Of district number 10. Why didn't say the governor of Nepetan?
Well, because like I just said to you, the president of my leadership was not only about Nepetan.
Okay.
Man being in the district as a young man coming, or where at school there, I was attending AGM, the single AGM that is on the old road there. We have done our best in relating to people in the district. We have not get ourselves involved into any bad thing. That's why sometimes when I call on radio, people who don't know me in person, they will say, "Oh God, on there are people then that can cause confusion." As well as no, we have been in our own district that if something wrong is going on in the district, we make sure that we get to the young people. Hey, this is not the way to behave. Labra is all we have. The peace of this country is what matters to every one of us. So we have been doing our best. So this is just about it, and we are living.
How is district number 10?
Well, district number 10 is doing good. Our district is kind. We just tell God, thank you for life.
How's the lawmaker performance?
Well, the lawmaker performance, as regard to some of the issue of relating to people within the community, maybe perhaps community leaders or some of the community dwellers, we will say that he has done some of those things in the past. We will always say, when he was not lawmaker yet.
Yeah, Johnny, my close to you.
Okay.
Yeah, hold it to you. Okay.
Yeah, when he was not lawmaker, he one person who we felt that he had passion. Yeah, that he had passion for the position that he was vying for some of us, our community chair at the time, and we decided to rally all around him, work with him, make sure that he become the lawmaker of our district, because it was
even though he was not a citizen.
Definitely, the men is an independent candidate. When Julius Barron was there, we all said that Barron was not. Why it's true that since district number 10 was formed, Barron, some of us we are young people in the district and we on record for this. Barron had been the only lawmaker that District 10 can boast of that have done something.
Is that because Julius Barron, the late Julius Barron, was a sedition or what?
No.
I mean, but if you say that, I mean, sense.
But you know that.
I mean, you said district number 10, Barron was only lawmaker. And he had a lot of lawmakers before Barron went there.
But the problem there, having your other lawmaker before Barron is not about. But what we are speaking of is somebody that we can boast of in a district that's something tangible. We can say, oh yeah, it was on Barron regime when this.
What did Barron do that Yeke is not doing now?
No, when it comes to Barron and Yeke business, I'm only telling you what Barron did for us at the time when he was lawmaker, the late peace between Arches. But Yeke too have done his part. Yeke was not lawmaker. Everyone in district number 10, even if some of them listen to the platform and the call, they will tell you when Yeke was not lawmaker, Yeke did extremely well for us as a community. And as a district, we who are community leaders, Yeke used to work along with us, make sure that some of those challenges that our communities were, because the 32 communities in district number 10, the president of Honorable Koluwa was being fair in all of the communities because he was working along with all when we have challenges with our little connection because district number 10 for some of those wild area, then you have connection or bridge or maybe public latrine or the tap 10 pound, the hand pounds or something. So you can work along with all, but it turned around when he became lawmaker. Then he started.
So becoming lawmaker changed him. He's not doing anything again or what?
No, he's still doing his little best that we can.
Are you funny with Yeke now? Because the last 6 years, you used to call and you were very vocal on Yeke because Yeke was also vocal on your political leader. Now Yeke is dining and whining with the CDC. Are you now funny with Yeke?
I have to be real to the debate. I am on Okoluwa not in any beef to say, like in the past, I was one person who went against him because one or two reasons. But Yeke have been our lawmaker even the 6th year with all of what Yeke was doing.
But you were against him?
Yeah, definitely.
You were against him?
Yeah.
So why are you for him now?
No, but the problem there, I was against him because I didn't elect him as a lawmaker. I didn't care. No, if you go in the district, more especially a man block, one pastor that lived right after Mr. Passaway area, there's a church down the area there. That church pastor will definitely tell you Yeke campaign. I was one person that was in the forefront. A family member, second, even better, which there host people in our church. The pastor
for the second time or the first time?
No, the first time. He saw that no more. He is
the first time you had sedition, you had sedition Canada in the race. Which was I think is that Molu? The first time Yeke won.
Okay. Yeah. Molu
ran against him, right?
Yeah, Molu. I think about it was the second time. So I then host people in our brought people in our place to make sure that we let Okoluwa because Okoluwa had he contest. I think he vied for the position twice and then he lost. So we felt like, the man can just be behind it. Yeah, and be doing all the good thing for all. Then we keep letting him down. So there's a need to carry him. But then when we elected him now as lawmaker, nobody that that's why some of our people don't know them. I say people who listen to me sometimes they will know that some of us can balance the debate. All the thing they prefer what you can use to use on our president. I one person that used to say on Okoluwa, why it's true that you can speak on national issue. Nobody is against anybody for speaking on national issue. I one person who if I was somebody that used to call on the show and curse, excuse me, or use profane word,
I won't call you.
And thank you, definitely. That's why I'm driving. You won't call me. You won't extend invitation to me. The institution is a credible institution. The man who own the institution is a responsible man. So somebody who use what kind of vet you will not bring me here. But we used to call him sometimes, on talk show when he on some of those shows then as guests. On Okoluwa, we elected you for this district. I want your priority for our district should be the well-being of the district and see how well our people are doing because all of our community cheer that the campaign, for your.
So before we go to the next issue, let me ask you this question: if you were to create Honorable Koluwa for the last 5-6 years and this year, what would be your grading from 1 to 10?
Well, when it comes to the grading system about let's say for the past I would say like, you know, but
You're sticking.
Yes. What I'm
Just
saying,
from 1 to 10.
well, yeah,
You
but,
gave in 1, you gave in 2, 3, 4, 5. You gave in 10 over 10.
no, but what I'm saying, I don't want to.
If you were to grade Honorable Coliba for the last 6 years, and now, what would be your grade from 1 to 10?
Yeah, but you know, Julius, let's say, I don't want to.
What would be your grade?
Okay.
Because you rain presence on him now, unless before you did not. That's why I'm asking you. What would be your grading from 1 to 10? Just tell me. Don't be jittering.
No, but the reason why I just keep jittering is about the past. What he was doing in the past is what he continuing in.
Because this year, I mean, the second term is just 1 year ago, so we don't. But let's go in from last term.
No,
Are you giving 3, 4?
No, he didn't do well. He didn't do well.
Are you giving 10 over 10?
No, for the past?
Yeah.
No, I won't do that.
Okay, let's go for the past 1 year.
Maybe probably you just said 3. I would say that
for the past 6 years.
Yeah, for the past.
How about now? 1 year now.
He didn't do well.
The first year.
Well, the first year.
The second term.
You know, it's just that sometimes some of the veterans being used.
Just go with it 1 year. How about you getting?
No, let me be real today.
But you don't want to answer the question.
No, but
how will you grade on a call for 1 year the first term? I mean, the 1 year in the second term. And I'm so I know you to be a tough talking person. You cut straight to the point. Why are you skeptical of talking? Why you don't want to grade Gege now?
No, but okay. I will tell you.
There are people in Jason number 10 listening to you. They know that you're here this morning, and someone will call and they know you to be a tough talking person.
Yeah.
The governor of Nepeta Oro. And just to answer that simple question.
No, but
from 1 to 10.
Okay, from 1 to 10. For now, I would say I would also want to grade him that in the sense that he's trying his best, but this is not good enough.
You still escaping my question. You still escaping my question. 1 to 10. Are you going to get 5 over 10? 2 over 10? I mean, what's your grading?
Let me give him, let's say,
I'm waiting.
You know, for his thing.
Hey, God.
No, but what I want to do, Julius, what I want to do.
Why is this difficult for you?
There's something I want to say. His thing on national issue, and you know, I would want to grade him maybe, let's say 5. But the problem,
5 or 10.
Yeah. But the problem I have now, what I want to tell, because there are a lot of people that listen to your platform and they will listen to some of us. What I was just saying on the national scene, that sometimes he speak to national issue is now a bad thing.
That we know.
But some of the veterans, some of the word being used, because we live in a society now that our children, you see that the way are on this platform this morning, you got our kids in monitoring. You yourself are there when you're in studio, you got your little kids, you know, other people following. So there's a need, you know, sometimes to do away with some of the veterans. Engaging national government or engaging leaders about some of the happenings, and you know, we can definitely grade him for that. He had done his best. Even the past government, our government, not because it was my government, and then I would say, oh yeah, everything was no. Yeke used to speak on some of the issue that we ourselves. Now all of the things I used to criticize Yeke on. Okolba used to do some of the things that sometimes when he on some of the platform, I would say, yeah. Okolba is checkmating governments. All of the things you see, look, when you're doing something and people continue to ring praises on you, you will
okay, so Adamso Isaac, thank you. Once upon a time, 6 years ago, Adamso Isaac was the one who used to go against everything Yeke would say. But now he said Yeke is doing well by checkmating the government. Let's go to the CDC. How's the CDC?
Well,
you are a staunch sedition.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't allow someone to talk against CDC. If you are somewhere and someone says CDC XYZ, you would strictly respond.
Yeah.
What is happening to CDC? Do you see CDC coming back in 2029 as a member of the CDC, even though you're not a national executive leader, but you're a member?
That's good. Yes, I would tell you, yes, I see the CDC coming back to leadership because our leader have made it clear to us as partisan that he will be back. That comes 2029. So some of all the member of the party, we are convinced and we take his voice serious because, you know, everything that he says sometimes, you know, People may look at it the other way around, but he one person who have passion when it comes to leadership. So we know that he will be back, and and our prayer is that God will continue to protect him and even protect the leader we have currently right now. We all pray for God blessing upon our present leader, the president, in person of Mr. Barker. We all pray that he do extremely well. Liberia is all we have, so nobody should think that we against.
Talking about CDC coming back, is it possible with what is obtained within the CDC, even down deep in hierarchy, people that fought for CDC to come back or to probably assume power? Let me give you a few names. The first person to lead the CDC was this old man from the what do you call it? Why should I forget his name? The people from UL, man, the economist. I will get Lester Tenney.
Okay.
He left. Since he left, they castigating the CDC. Now we don't hear the likes of Senator Sir Joseph anymore. Information is that some CDC chat rooms is no longer there. He's been blocked. And the guy that was fighting for you people in Lofa County, who was the CDC Foster, CDC, I don't know how to say it, in Lofa County, Thomas Fowler, Deputy Speaker, is going backwards. And just to end it up, recently someone who fought for you in District Number 10, someone who says he held the hands of then President George Manawia, when you were playing football, he even risked his work, to buy George Weah's, sitting on a shoe to go to school when his boss, Atibo Buna, wanted to fire him. They are leaving. They are gradually leaving the party. Where do the CDC stay?
Well, thank you. The CDC is a strong political party, and all of those people that you just named, they are our leaders. For who are members of the party, we hold them with high esteem, we have regard for them so much. But you see, the party is a party that, when you're in the party, my brother, there are times when some of the hierarchy of the party, when they speak on some issue, and the well-being of the party, there's a need that you listen and be in line with some of the happenings within the party. Those people, all of them, they did extremely well for the party when they were.
But Solomon George said, you've talked to George, we have almost 5 years for him to come back and do something to strengthen the party. George, why insulted him? Told me he was not listening to the leader.
No, definitely. I even listened to him that day. We understand his disagreement with the leaders. And but you see, some of these things too, at a time when it happens, there's a need to really, really take time. Not to approach some of the issue emotionally, and just decide to get, because sometimes we have some hierarchy of the party before that left the party with their own disagreement, like the issue about the late Senator Jolene Doe Sherry. She left the party. When she left the party, there was nothing of the castigating party hierarchy or anything of such.
George Solo left as well.
Okay, and left because sometimes you see the problem when the people are together, there will always be disagreement, and people will have their own disagreement with the leaders at times, the way they proceed or the way they do things. But some of those things, it will not warrant of because Mr. George is one person who I really admire, even when he go to the party headquarters, because he one of my role models. I really like his business. I admire him a lot. And like what he said on your platform here the other time, he even called and show myself, called and show that he had done his best for the CDC. But even you and the party leader came a long way before becoming president. When he was senator, doing his sport day, when he was playing football, you are doing your best. Look at 40 some more years, you stay with somebody. All of those time being together. When somebody go wrong, there's a need to really give chance. At least as time go by.
The man said for 5 years, 5 solid years, you've been talking to the president. That our party is taking the bar role. Let's try to have he called it some kind of meeting, church meeting.
But
to have a church meeting to bring back the party to where it was. And the last one was when he sent him a message the president is former president insulting him.
Yeah, even
And then he came out to say, look, why he published as a letter of resignation is just not even 1% of what he wrote. He said he have a whole encyclopedia that he wrote.
Yeah, listen to him.
And he's going to release them gradually. Is that a good sign for the CDC? People who spend their own money before for the CDC are gradually slipping away. You wouldn't want to see Thomas Farah leaving CDC, isn't it?
I would not want to see.
You wouldn't want to see how they call it, Sir Joseph leaving.
Yeah, but I would not want to see them leaving. All of those people that you name, I know very well that I would not want to see them leaving. But equally so, my brother, some of these things too, sometimes people have to listen. Because the party that you come from, look, the party is the one that made you. At times, if you have your disagreement, though they have a committee to settle some of those things, you get to them and see how you can address some of those issues. Sometimes, that's why it can baffle us as member of the party when we see the party hierarchy taking social media or taking some platform to express their grievances. There are sometimes when things get to the media, the way people will carry it will not be the way you will want it to be. And after he left the show that day, I think you were on, was it Seku show? You were on Voice of Blackberry, one of the show, and he said there's a need for they who are leaders to reconcile, the peace of this country, for people to respect leaders. He said all of those things, and I called him sure that I said that's true, because he one person who I really admire, Mr. George. Look, when he even go to the HQ sometime, you will see the crowd following him. So he play his part, and and even in his own district, the leader of our party, the former president also play his own part for him to be 2 times elected in that identical district. Most of the people that will call on the show, sometimes they will say, hey.
Did you listen to the former representative of District Number 8, Akabas Gray, on Spoon?
No, I didn't listen.
Where he said Solomon George will go and bow to George Weah again.
Is
that a good signal? Is that how to resolve conflict?
I didn't listen to neighbor. I feel if it was something as a member, I'm not saying it because of party business. I'm only saying it as an individual, how I feel about the statement. If it was something that was said that way, I feel that maybe perhaps he didn't see it, as being the way maybe the statement was too harsh. That's how he judged to look at it. And for myself too, that I see it was something that at least maybe he could account little bit, being a little bit moderate, or maybe say something that would maybe, because he had done his own best to perhaps everyone got their way of expressing that. Said maybe it was something that great fair, maybe it was way that he could express it in that manner, maybe say it in a manner that he would go to the leader to do as well as he bought.
If you had a chance to meet George one-on-one, you had a chance to meet your political leader one-on-one.
Yes.
What advice will you give him?
As regard to
to what is unfolding in your party now,
about the leaders that are trying to leave the party,
because the party is more in disarray.
No. If you say disarray, I will not.
But people are leaving gradually.
I will not want to.
People are leaving gradually.
Yeah, but people will always have their.
Mama Molu, who brought the party to power, left. Mama Molu left the party, and now he's doing advocacy.
Yeah. Well, listen, if you just ask me, what if I meet
what will you advise to him?
If I were opportune to meet the president, the former president, what would I say? I would definitely tell him, Pape, you are a leader. At times, some of these problems will come about, but there's a way to address some of the challenges, and which the former president have been doing in the past with all of the leaders. They have been giving some of them chance. Sometimes when they have their own grievances, like what I was just telling you here, I can have a problem in my house. Then my child or my wife take that problem and go explain it to the next door neighbor. What the first thing to do is to handle it within. We should solve our own problem within. If there is no way to solve it within, then maybe as time go by, you give a little time that once it can be settled in the house now, you give a little time, then you can start explaining maybe to 1 or 2 persons to give you the idea or way to go. But sometimes some leaders can be so fast to get to the media. They platform at own now, so that's why people can tell people the thing you say, you thinking that it will be restricted to only to the platform, but at the end of the day, other people will run with the information the way you didn't intend it for the information to go. It will go that way. So for me, I will tell you, leader, because he have done it before. That's just what I'm just telling you. Because I will always want to advise you on it that there's a need. All of these people, they play their part when they were in the party. If they go wrong, the committee that was set up to investigate some of these people and see and go deeper in some of the happenings with them, and for which they are behaving the way they're behaving. There's a need to really give them time and reconsider.
Do you see the CDC defeating the Unity Party in 2009?
Wow, yes, but I will tell you yes.
How possible is that?
Because you see, the party itself, the record of the party for the past 6 years, and there was after President Weah left, and then our president took over. Mr. Baraka took over the president of this country. The president took over. He 1 year. The people have their reporter. I think few media outlets have their reporter in the street, and going to all of the corners, see how they can interview some of our citizens, the marketeers, as doing comparison with that of our 1 year with the president.
But how will you compare that 6 years to 1 year? How will you compare that?
No, they are not doing comparison of 6 years with 1 year. Comparison of 1 year, 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see, the party, when the party was in leadership, the record, what they did in the past, what the party did in the past, the way of relating to the people, why it's true, everything was not roses in the country, but things were moving smoothly, my brother. Some of us, we are doing business. Look, the business that we do nowadays, my brother, the way things were looking like before, we all know, let me be real, this is not about the new president taking over, then it means that things will not be real and will be the same way it was looking before. We all know that as time goes by, things will change. Things will not be the way it was before. And but for us, for now, my brother, it's not easy. If you say the president coming back to power, how do it look like? And I will tell you that it's very good, because he would definitely come back, and then he will make up. And you will become victorious because of the power record and that of what we as citizens.
Now I hear you talking about the current president. He's leading this country for 6 years. He got 1 year.
Yeah.
And people are around grading the 1 year of his existence. How do you grade this current president, the current government?
Well, I can be the one grading the current government for now.
Why?
What I will tell you now is they are not really doing it. They are not doing it as our expectation, because when they were in opposition, with all of what was being said, the citizens were really in, they had a high expectation that they were coming to do more than what the past government did.
Okay.
But to just see the way things look now, I can clearly tell you that the government will really.
Is the government doing much better?
I can tell you now. I can tell you say that the government is doing much better. But
have they tried?
Yeah.
Are they trying to do better?
I think they are trying.
As compared to your 1 year.
I would tell you that they are doing their best, and they only need to work on some of the things. But what
are some of the things they need to work on?
What I really foresee that the government could, the president could really have a good intent for the country to really work for all citizens of this country. But when the president came to power with all of the ministers, for some of us who are citizens and that continue to monitor other media outlets, there is too much anger.
Amongst who?
With bulk of the ministers that are appointed, bulk of them. Yeah, because if you see
what's making them angry,
I see if you see some of the reaction, if you see some of the way they handle things with some of the past leaders, or the way some of some of those people that are the past government appointed, and the way you see some of them reacting to things, for me, I feel that we are Liberian, and every Liberian have their own right to work in their own country. But if people think that because this person was working in the past government and they shouldn't work in this present government, I think they were unforeseeable. The government should really the government could have a good intent to really work for our citizens, but they really need to slow down.
Do you see the government performing well? You are a citizen, be blunt. Do you see the government performing well for the next 5 years?
That's why we pray.
What they are doing, construction of roads, now we see water and sewer men moving around. We see public works. We see, all ministries working. Do you see them doing well in the next 5 years more than your CDC government? I know you laugh.
No, but listen, that's why we pray for, because I just told you that Liberia is all we have. Why it's true that some of us support, we come from the opposition camp, but we will not tell you that we want to see this government, going down the dream or being filled with some of the things, some of the promises that they made to the citizens of this country. It is our prayer that they do their best, but it's just that for some of us, we think that more need to be done because there were a lot of promises that the government, when they were in opposition, there were a lot of promises that were made. So they need to really work on that.
What do you make of the saga at the Capitol building?
Come again?
The saga of Capitol building. What do you make of it?
The saga at the Capitol building, my brother. Look, let me tell you, I'm one person who frown at that because we see that the people that we elected to be our lawmaker, they went down there to be a direct representation of us, and they need to work for us to do the best thing. Liberia, look, me tell you, since the thing started at that Capitol building, if you go on the streets of Monrovia, even every part of Liberia, and you interview citizens, some of them will tell you that we are not feeling fine, all because the way things are going. That horse there, we elected those people to go down there to go and work for all, in the interest of all. What is not right with all, like what we are going through, like I just told you on the platform, that things are not easy, and we were doing business, things are not that fine at all. Those people needed to be in our house to be performing some of the good ideas and laws. Because, look, the problem that I can always tell people, when government come to power, whether you like the government, you don't like the government, you just need to obey.
That's your government.
Yeah, that's your government. Because look, not because as we are members of the CDC. When we came to power, there was not everybody that was in favor of the CDC. There was Rick Monroe, but people need to just live with it.
Still Rick Monroe.
Definitely, you just need to live with it for the 6 years. No matter whether you like Mr. President or you doesn't like Mr. President, he having to be our president, and we just need to work rally all around him. Those lawmakers then are in the house, my brother, when the thing started. Some of us, we said it because...
Is that because Fonati Kofa is a sedition, so you are against that? And if a remover?
Come again?
Is it because Fonati Kofa is a sedition, so you are against a remover?
No, his removal was, you see, we have many of them, it's not because of being a sedition. There are many of the counselor or lawyers that have been on other platforms, they have been saying the same thing. It's not just about CDC, it's about our country. They have said, they admitted to us several times that they have a constitution in our house that is governing them. And the constitution of that house is clearly tell them too that as time go by, they elect a speaker. Even if their speaker's time elapse, they got chances to another time to elect another speaker. But then when the Rick Monroe came about, when the Rick Monroe came about, where it just started, then you see lawmakers then going to the other side.
They got divided house.
Yeah, thank you. Divided house.
We got two speakers.
You see, so some other thing, how some of us we feel fine as a citizen of this country when we see our lawmaker, the house of elder, those people who we support, some of us as young people in the country, that going to school. So we got our role model in our house. We're looking at some of them, the way they proceed in our house is what people will be looking at and say, oh yeah.
So which side do you support? The majority or the minority? Because the government of Liberia recognizes the majority. The senators recognize the majority.
Well, I support the minority because the minority have a speaker before, right? And then the speaker was elected. The speaker that was elected is the speaker that because.
But the majority elected speaker too, Speaker Kun.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We no disrespect to him, not disrespect to him because
is that a good form of governance?
No, we feel that it's not good for our country. What we pray for is for the rightful thing to be done.
What is the rightful thing?
What the rightful thing? I think the both parties took their complaint to. I think the minority bloc took their complaint to the temple justice to the justice ministry.
The Supreme Court has given ruling already.
Yeah, but you see, one thing I have to say to you on the platform is that when the Supreme Court came out with that ruling, yes, some of us as citizens, we have serious problem with the ruling.
Why?
We have problem with the ruling before. You see the way I in studio led it to you with you now in studio. The way you and myself talking, Julius, you will never. Let me tell you something. Not because I'm on your platform today, you will never believe the number of people that can admire you. All people that we borrow many. My people when I know book, they can admire you. They're too much of big boss speaking in a country is what's spoiling our country. No old man there. Now the way you own a radio, you got old people there, they pull their phone to their ear, they listen to the radio. And the way you speak the English at time, they will hear it and they will not hear some of the thing. Supreme Court came up with your Rudy. What was that Rudy? I know go back to status quo.
Go to status quo, auntie. No, I'm being English. I mean, go back to where you were.
No, but nobody was there to interpret for the people. So I don't know, another second people you just spoke there. You see that? So can you imagine you come up with a Rudy?
But Justice Yami Kukwebese interpreted the whole thing in the county and a lawmaker called it Lego talk.
But listen, you come up with a ruling that both sides were celebrating. Do you know that the day that ruling came up, you know that they both sides were celebrating?
Of course. We carry, we know.
They both sides were celebrating. Other people claiming victory, the others are claiming victory. So I feel that there was a way that they could interpret that good. And for the common, because now you know that when the people came up with that ruling, plenty of people believe it the other side and plenty of people believe it on the other side. So if you come up with a ruling and being exact to say, oh yeah, S1Z, because for some of us that were community leader before you talk about national, if you have a case and you judge this case and say, oh, John Brown, you in error, you wrong. Maybe sorry that you how to call the person here wrong you. Then at the end of the
day, you think who do you blame in that case? Do you blame the Supreme Court for all what is going on?
The Supreme Court brought some of the rigmarole, to us that all of the citizens that we have been feeling bad because we feel that the way they came up with the ruling, they were not exact. So if the
majority bloc said today, if Fonatikofa and some of the members not go to session, they'll suspend them.
Those people
today Thursday, right?
Yeah.
They're going for session.
Yeah.
So they say if they don't go for session today, they'll suspend them.
Yeah, but you see the problem with him. No disrespect to the minority black, that of the majority black. Those people then they are our leaders, my brother. We are looking at them. They told us as citizens of this country that our horse is a different horse. They say they got their own constitution there. They make us to understand
their own law.
Yeah, they got their own law there for which they should go by. Then if they turn around again and say the horse is a political horse, and in fact the way they want to do things, they will do it that way. No disrespect for me. If today having to be the speaker of this country, I will never disrespect.
So finally, let's finalize on this. Don't go to the lines.
Yes.
What do you make of the way the majority speaker, Honorable Kun, drill your representative car?
Yeah. You see, sometimes.
How do the people in district number 10 feel?
The bulk of the people, even citizens, not only restricted to district number 10, the country at large, there are a lot of people that fare height. We fare bad when we saw that. He said, myself, I even watch it on my phone. When I saw it, I said, wow, this shouldn't be the way things should go. These people, then they are our leaders. He having to be the speaker for the minority, for the majority bloc. If you see something wrong, you see the way I come in your studio lady. I come the way I came, or you're waiting out there to make sure that I get permission to your studio before I enter. I'm not supposed to enter here, or I come here and the team plays here, I'm not supposed to put it there. But then I can't put it to the play that I know that I'm not supposed to put it. There are some people will know some things that are not supposed to be done, but they will do it just to, So I feel that the way our lawmaker, because according to our lawmaker, when we listen to some of the recordings, his live stuff, he said that play is a play that, and they seen lawmaker, I think he did it in the past when the former president
to
Buffer Chimo. So why I feel that the speaker should play the leadership role, but just maybe
was it premeditated?
Come again?
Was it premeditated?
Well,
it was something that Richard couldn't plan from the house because the man had to drill his car.
So maybe
he said, bring a drill, and then.
Yeah, but you see,
so finally, your representative say you have $2 million in the car.
I come in now.
25,000 USD, one laptop, one iPhone. Do you believe it?
I'm coming, my
No,
man.
do you believe it?
No.
What about the lines?
I come in. What I felt that it could have been something that the speaker who had just said, please move. Please tell the honorable man to please move a car from my park lot area there. Then maybe I think he or coming find a driver to even get a car, or it would be prudent that even the same way sometimes when inspection is going on,
the tow truck,
the tow truck, maybe perhaps remove the car from there if the law makes.
Do you believe you got call about $2 million, 25,000 USD, one laptop, one iPhone got missing? Do you believe it?
But Lex,
you believe
I want to be real on your platform. The matter have been taken to court. On Okorova say he carried a complaint to court. I would not be the one justifying for Mr. Okorova and say he had so a man there till it be proven.
Thank you very much. We have Adamso Isaac in our studio this morning. He's one of our regular callers on the show, on our shows here. So today, I thought it wise to invite him to have a conversation with him. So you can see, those of you watching our Facebook page, the numbers are displayed now. You can start to call, place your call, 0777-777-107, 0777-221-223. The Lone Star number is the Lone Star number is 087 106-404. Let's go to the line, talk to our first caller. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm Richard calling from Iron Factory around the community townhouse.
Richard King, got 30 seconds.
What is that?
30 seconds. Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. I mean, your guest in the studio is just behaving like the way the Supreme Court behaves. He is not knocking the hammer on the nail.
But that's Nation brother.
Yeah, you want to be a twin father. And you don't want to be a Zach. Oh, be bold. No, let me tell you something. The Supreme Court is the cause of all the Rima rule. The Supreme Court is the cause. Because even when the post sends the bill of information, the people, everybody, all the people looking at it, and then the subordinate court have already accepted and allowed. They say they have no authority. Yeah, because the folk have already decided the matter. You see that? And also again, the House of Representatives are intimidating. They put in fear. I mean, in a case.
Okay, Richard, thank you.
Let me tell you, my brother.
Quickly.
Yeah, to conclude, I blame our court, the Supreme Court. Everybody look at the Supreme Court for for justice. So
okay, Richard.
I mean, things will just be like this. Thank you very much.
Richard, I will call you one day to appear here to hear. I will call you one day. You are a regular caller to I'll call you. Good morning, line 2.
Good morning, Mr. Julius.
Good morning, man. Picking, how you doing?
Thank you very much for that recognition. You know, for me, I mean, commend your studio girl because a studio girl now can hardly money, so will not go out. Yeah, but like only you, I want to disagree. You know what you said? The one that they associate justice interpret the ruling of the court. I would say to you know, like opinion game, not a ruling for the court.
Well, the man said that why it meant, so that's why. So
I say like opinion. If we are sure or if they sure that the ruling they give the bill information like for the cover 5 inch for to the Supreme Court. I think that the place is supposed to make it clear with the people. But you can't go to Nima County for program. They go do your own opinion. They come up. You say that ruling. Do you know the post one because
so was it right? Was it right for Honorable Foley family to say that Laker talk give a king you sharp?
You know, I condemn Honorable Foley family for that. You call your platform and told you to take it back. It is not cover for our country. And myself, I will not refer to him that I will not go to anybody. And I told him to take it back, but the man like opinion in gay. It is not a ruling, you know, interpret what coming from the court. Like opinion, you know, even in the court, the chief judge can give an opinion. I can remember why the cabinet director 2017 when Bronsky went to court. Cabinet director came out with your opinion.
Thank you.
Yeah, come out with your opinion.
Thank you. Line 2. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is Ruby Kane, and I call from Ghana.
Ruby Kane, let me make it clear. I asked for your number yesterday, and you sent it to me late. So you are the chairman on the Proper Defender, right?
100%.
So tomorrow you want to be my guest?
Okay, I will call you this evening. Because if I get it, you know, I run my business, and my wife is not around. So
okay, so we'll discuss that. Just go on your point quickly.
Let me appreciate my good friend and brother. No, let me say this. Danso is a good fellow that he don't miss your word.
Now, our chairman there.
And then I respect him for that. He don't miss his mind. For somebody to say that, you see, I, as opposition, I can personally give percentage to President Boakai or even my district. Because yesterday they gave us just 1 year. They said to give a percentage to the government that went 1 year under President Weir. who will be sincere to them. We will look at what they will do in the second year. They will come always, for me, we can always analysis. And that's why, for me, I'm quiet. Who are saying, no, we are not quiet. We are in the country. We go in and out, see other points of the sub-region, and then we come back, we look at the present government, what they are doing. And let me appreciate my brother, that he continue following all uncle, fighting, defending the CDC. Thank you very much this morning.
Thank you, Ruben Cannon, the chairman for the Propo Defenders. Is this existing? You are a member, right?
Yeah.
Is this existing?
Yeah, wow.
Propo Defenders.
Yeah, definitely.
Do people meet?
Huh?
So he has on the money. No, I need to ask you. You are a member of the Propo Defenders.
Yeah.
Did you ease on the pick up money?
My man, I will not ease on the money. I'm a member, my man.
I want to get
my chairman just put my man.
How much they give you? Because my man, why you can't? Oh God. You are leaving. My man said, "Any money." So Ruby Cannon, I'll call you later. I want for Ruby Cannon to appear here.
You want enter our closet now?
No, enter the closet. You are my boys. You are my guys. All right, so 777-777-107. Let me take one more call, then I'll wrap it up. We'll have 4 minutes to 9 o'clock. We'll wrap it at 9 o'clock. In studio this morning is the governor of District Number 10. Adamso Isaac. For the first time, we've been talking on phone, but for the first time, I set my eyes on him. Let's talk to the very last caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello. Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you? What's your name?
My name is Lucien Jadekwa for Jigota.
Let's hear you.
Okay. My brother in studio there, I beg you, please. Thomas Farah was living right around us there. You know what I'm saying?
Go on.
Thank you. They let our living today that God can press anybody. George Manuel will be the next president.
Come again?
I say George will be the next president.
Oh, you okay? So you mean you were 2019?
Yeah.
Okay. Because no, but I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. When you said Thomas father was living right around you, what do you mean? Well, I mean, why are you seeing the wedding?
We the one that put Thomas father in 2005 doing edify with him. But Thomas father is so ungrateful. My brother, you can call about cause.
Hello. Oh no, hello. Okay, sorry, we're not getting you. So Adamso,
yes.
Thanks for coming. We appreciate you, my man. So I think we talk to the very last caller here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Very last caller. 30 seconds.
Thank you very much. Am I live?
You are live. Go on.
Thank you very much. Let me remain Sidiki Musa Musikula Tori. And I'm joining you from business 17 this morning. My brother, thank you very much. You're not very getting the name of your guest.
His name is Adamso Isaac.
Okay, I'm going to ask you. Thank you very much for the deliberation. I agree that my brother is from the opposition CDC. But it is very clear with him, my brother. We are all Nigerians, and this country remains ours. If something is wrong, brother, we shouldn't sugarcoat it. Let's say it's wrong. But when it is right, let's comment that it is right.
Yes.
You know, the government, they are just coming into 2 years. They are doing well, and they are in course. They don't have to sit there and start to charge and say something maybe to go against the government.
And he did that.
Yes, brother, the way he speaks that it's for the government. Do you remember that on the day of President, we don't allow somebody to say the grandchildren in government? And because they want to handle governmental issues, people trust them. But if you work for party, any government will come, they will take you from that when you work for party.
Okay,
but
thank you.
Government, you believe working for the Nigerian people.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me take this comment from Ruben Cannon on our Facebook page. You say, I'm following from Gardnerville, Liberia is gradually turning into gangster state as they are seeing how our laws are being violated by our leaders. Lawlessness is now the hope of our country. Let me read this from Muyan Sharif. They are also teachers anyway. So good morning. I'm following from district number 9, Cinco, this morning from Matadi. Adamso, thanks for coming. Any party comment quickly?
Yeah, thank you. Julius, I want to say thank you to you, big thing, and then let me say thank you to Jalate, the management, the owner of this station. I want to say this to all of our lawmakers, even our leaders, we beg you, we take God to beg you. Please come together to be one. Because we are citizens of this country, we are not happy with what you people are doing in the house there. Let the common people understand what I'm saying. We beg you, we take God to beg you. And my people, listen to this. I don't want anyone feel hype and see this and somehow say, oh yeah, we are speaking because this is Liberia. Liberia is all we have. We all know that we supported our own party in the past. This time around, it's a new government. And this government, when things get better, it will get better for every one of us citizens of this country.
Yeah.
Why it's true that sometimes we may critique government, like my own chairman, Chairman Cannon said. Why it's true that sometimes we will critique government when government go wrong. But when the government do the right thing, we say it. When the government go wrong, we say it. But we all pray for this government because our government were there. We all were praying for it to be successful because Liberia is all we have. When you get back,
Thank you.
not only for government official, but for all our citizens. So we pray that God will make things good for every one of all our citizens of this country. Liberia is all we have. And I want to say bravo to all of our citizens of District Number 10, even the country at large. Peace. That is what we need in our country.
Thank you very much. The voice of Adamso Isaac, District Number 10 Governor, was my guest. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be here with another edition of the program, Sky Morning Live. Have yourselves a wonderful time. Let's join the VOA quickly to bring you 5 minutes of news.
Over the coming weeks, will not only define the outcome of the conflict in Ukraine, but the security of our world for a generation to come.
Many in the region fear those decisions are being made by others, and Europe isn't in the room. Henry Ridgewell, VOA News.
This is VOA News. The Trump administration has designated 8 Latin American crime organizations as foreign terror